welcome back to the channel and to the back nine of this stableford competition where we managed a paltry 17 points, which actually wasn't too bad considering. There are the points on the left, and I'm going to show you that you can play some semblance of scratch golf on a decent budget. So if you think nowadays a set of irons brand new, let's say like a Titleist set of T100s, will set you back over £1,000 now. And I would say brand new, bearing in mind none of my clubs are less than 2 years old. I probably spent £890, and then if you add the bag, which was 100, and some balls, maybe £1,000 for my entire set, brand new. And some of them are from 2017, some of them are from slightly newer than that, but that's 6 years old now, which is what this driver is, the 2017 M2. So let's see, we've made a par to begin with on the par 3 10th after a very bad tee shot, unbelievable chip, and then we followed it up by hitting our ball into the crap on the right. So that's a provisional. Definitely couldn't find that first one, that was no good. So we're here, we have 90 yards, and this is a long chip because there's no way I can land this on the green and spin it from the rough. And I've left that a little bit outright. And because we had to take the provisional, this is now a putt for bogey, and no strokes on this hole, so if this doesn't go in, we're picking up. And that had no chance of going in, that's very poor considering the second putt never mattered. So no points there, 19 points in total, we're now 3 over our handicap. Driver here on the 12th, longest par 4 on the course, but because the course is absolutely baked with all this gorgeous UK weather we're having, the ball's rolled out miles, and we've got about 130 yards, and this is just a smooth 52. Hitting a little draw off this lie to hold against the fade wind, and oh my god, what a golf shot that is from the young man with the TaylorMade Mill Grind 2, one of my newer clubs. And that's a tapping birdie, and some semblance of normality resumed. So 3 points there, and onto the shortish par 3. I mean, it's 142 yards, but I'm trying to land this about 115 and just let it roll forwards onto the green. It looks like it's a bit right of the flag, but all the contours of this hole will take it to the left. And we're actually pretty much bang in line with the flag, just came up a tiny bit short, and look where I'm aimed here. Massive amount of swaz on this putt. And just a little bit more pace and that might have dropped, but a tapping par nonetheless, and some more points to add to the tally. And this is stroke index 1, this downhill par 5. Quite a long one at 538 yards, but it's straight downhill. Not downwind today, wind's off the left, which makes it a little bit tricky. That's a great start to the hole. Pumped down the middle and has just rolled off the edge of the fairway on the right, but not really an issue. Now, this is a difficult shot because I didn't really want to go over the trees. Wanted to try and poke it through the gap with a low 6 iron, but I just clipped a branch, which is annoying. So I've ended up here, got a tricky chip downhill and left to right, which is rolling out. I've missed the line completely, which is a shame. But we do have a birdie putt, and we do have a stroke, so this is for a net eagle, which would be sensational for our chances of getting back to level. Good putt, just not quite, and a par, but a net birdie in 3 points, so we move. Starting to pull back from that stupid blob on the 11th. And here's the 15th. Not a particularly long hole, but usually plays into the wind and is straight uphill. Hence, it looks like I've hit a punch driver, but actually it was normal height, it's just a long way uphill. Annoyingly missed the fairway and got a truly horrific lie. And I'm just trying to stab this onto the front of the green and let it roll back to the flag, which is exactly what I've done, and that's unbelievable. Another realistic birdie opportunity here, and the golf has really picked up in the second half, and that is poured in. And suddenly we're back. We've forgotten all about that horrific 11th hole, and we're on to the 16th, the longest hole on the course, and an extremely long hole in general. Straight downhill again, 561 yards. Made a complete hash of that tee shot though, and this is just a gap wedge to get it back in play over these trees, which we've managed. Excellent news. Back in the middle of the fairway, and now we're hitting and hoping down the side of a cliff. This is only a gap wedge from about 140 yards, but we're trying to land this maybe 100 and letting it roll on. Quite simply, that is a great effort. A bit difficult to really judge how it's going to roll out, but to have a decent look at birdie's good. And that may have had a chance if I had grown some biceps. Anyway, a par nonetheless, 2 points, and we'll level par with our handicap, and here's the 17, a mid-range par 4. Great. Well, you've not seen that on the channel for a while, but let's face it, it has happened before, and I've shanked that into the hazard. You can't even see me. I've taken a drop and I'm lying 3, bumping this one up the hill and trying to get up and down just to salvage a point. And I've left that a bit short and left myself some work up the hill. Putter's been pretty good today. Not quite this time. Another decent putt actually, but didn't quite make it, and that is a blob, or 0 points in the normal vernacular. Last hole then, reeling after that terrible hole before. Nearly laced myself in the head with my club. Don't really know how to explain that any other way, but I managed to hit it straight up the middle of the fairway, go figure. And if we can chip this up, we might have a chance of birdie. I've chipped it up, but it's coming back down. What a tragic golf shot, and we're no better off than we were a minute ago. Having to bump this up the hill with a Mackenzie to get over. Failed to get over that, I'm like sat atop it. And this for bogey. No, it's for par. Never mind, that is a bogey, and what a terrible finish. Some quick analysis for you. Absolutely appalling and laughable finish. What can you really say there? 14 putts was good. I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll see you next time for more content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, bye.